Jennifer!
Jennifer, everybody.
Hi. How's it going? So I was told at 4 o'clock this morning that a girl's never won this before. No pressure. Last year, about this time, I lost my convention virginity to all of you. I hope it was as good for you as it was for me. It was alright. I did like it though, but it took a little bit of convincing. My roommate had to kind of pull me aside. Hey, you going to Anime Expo? What the fuck is that? She's like, well, it's a convention. I'm like, okay. Well, they do this thing, called cosplay. You have my attention. What's cosplay? Well, basically, it'll give you the opportunity to have sex with Inuyasha. Go on. You have my attention still. So I come to Anime Expo. And I was still skeptical on the bus ride over. And I was playing with my phone. And then this happened. And the guy in the bus behind me leans over and says, what'd you get? My people! I love Zelda so much. So I get off the bus, and the doors open. Heaven, I'm in heaven. To my left, Grim Jow Jagger Jack. To my right, Kamina. And everywhere, as far as the eye can see, Link. But they're all girls. And my vagina does not know how to react to this. But I will tell you that cosplay has afforded me one glorious thing. I have been able to say one sentence that I think every girl in my situation has been wanting to say. No gambit. Leave the jacket on. That was a good night. So I loved it so much that I went to Dragon Con. Anybody ever been? Really? This joke is not gonna go well if that's not true. I'm gonna go for it anyway. So Dragon Con is a giant convention in Atlanta, Georgia. Well, they love them some cosplay, which makes me happy. However, there's one fatal flaw. Ukiura Schiffer does not sound like Paula Deen in my world. And in Atlanta, Georgia, he does. Hey, y'all, where are you from? No. You are much prettier with your mouth closed. Don't talk anymore. Anime Expo has afforded me one other amazing experience. Roommates. I love messing with people. My roommate David snores. I did not know that. Now I do. When David snores, snore is not the right word. It really sounds like a Paul Oakenfold remix of someone choking to death. Which is awesome at 4 o'clock in the morning. But David has a snooze button. You throw a pillow at him, he stops for like 20 minutes. And you think I'm kidding, but I'm not. So he was sleeping in the middle, between the two beds. There's like a massive marshmallow of pillows over here. Because it's funny. He doesn't snore that bad. Anyhow, so this morning he woke up, and it was like the marshmallow grew. And then like halfway through the movie, the guy who's not really dead has the hand. He did that. It was hilarious. But see, David expects me to fuck with him, because that's what I do. The other guys in my room, who I met through the forums, did not know that about me. Little did they know, I'm good at it. So today, I was decorating my first cosplay. Unfortunately for the showers at the JW Marriott, it involves blood splatter. Sorry. So I did my costume, and I had to leave because it was a really cool panel. And I ran into one of my roommates from the forums in the hallway. Hey, when you get back to the room, don't worry about the body hanging in the shower. I'm gonna clean the blood when I get back, I swear. Just give me like 20 minutes. Totally cool. And the look on his face was this like mix of pure horror and confusion, and it was glorious. Because I'm that big an asshole. I ran into shit to talk about. Hold on, I got some. Can we talk about furries for a minute? That was not the reaction you were supposed to give me. Hey, can we talk about 5 years ago when furries knew they were supposed to be ashamed of themselves? And they shut the fuck up in public? Because I remember that, and I wish that would come back. Furries have entered my lives in some crazy, crazy ways that I did not expect. My roommate, who does alt porn, you're welcome. She apparently was a furry at one point in her life, and she made the mistake of telling me this. So now every time I see anything that has a tail, I buy it for her. She does not think it's funny. But I do. Her entire bedroom is full of awful, awful things. You ever heard these things called dunnies? She had.
Sure enough, I do.
Anyhow, that was beautiful. But most importantly, she goes to Comic-Con, and people know who she is. And unfortunately for her, I know that. So I just walk around going, "Oh my God, it's Mistress Zelda!" over and over again. She doesn't like that very much, because then she just gets a crowd of sweaty men that just mob her. So funny. So I worked the VGAs this year as press. Your collective jealousy is like a blanket. And I got to talk to a woman named Felicia Day. She's so smoking hot. So she comes up to me and we're talking about her voiceover work, which she was nominated for. And then we start talking about the Guild, which is really cool. And so I tell her, hey, you should check out this thing called Legend of Neil. You obviously don't get why that's a bad thing. Because she's in Legend of Neil. And I forgot. So I tell her, hey, shit. And I said, oh, wait, you were the fairy. What's dragon stuff? And she says, actually, that was an improv. What was originally there was way worse. But she wouldn't tell me what it was. Anyhow, that was sad. But I did get to touch her. Anyhow, thank you so much. You've been honored.
Jennifer?
Now let's keep it going for the very sexy Jennifer. So you know, I got my own fur costume.
Does Chopper count as a furry?
Do I ever have to see it?
It's called Italian. I don't know if you're familiar. We're pretty much your own furries. Jokers were hairy, guys. Come on.
Body hair.
You're gonna find out later. Girl in the front row. All right.
Run.
Anyway, Chris, what'd you think?
I like it. I like your style. It's very, very kind of smooth, and yet there's little pops of energy. The only thing I would say is slow it down just a tiny bit, because there are a couple times I'm like, wait, what? I can quite understand, and there's a couple times where you didn't wait for the joke. Wait for the applause or the laughter to end. You would start the joke, you would say the punchline, the audience would laugh, and then you would start another joke, and you'll lose people that way. But other than that, very nice. It's like a white Monique.
That's a compliment. Come on.
You trying to say I don't shave my legs? That's messed up.
Monique with subtlety, how about that?
I think she won an Oscar, so that's pretty good.
I thought you did a really good job too. I thought you had a really good style. I thought that you definitely, I think you had pretty good timing for the most part. I thought that you definitely had good presence. I thought you definitely I don't know. I thought you did just a really good job. I mean, you didn't seem very nervous. You seemed very confident going in. Whether or not you were or not, you definitely haven't hide it. And I thought that you. I mean, I thought you did a good job. So, I like the shirt, by the way. So. No one else knows about fucking the wizard? All right.
I actually own one, and it is this bad.
What the wizard?
Once again, great stage presence, confidence, you interacted well with the audience. But I think your strong suit, correct me if I'm wrong, you got a great voice. And if comedy doesn't work out for some odd reason, radio is great for you too. But I will say this, you've got the sweetest voice, but sometimes the naughtiest things come out of it. And I closed my eyes a couple times and I pretended I was talking to my sister on the phone. It was great. All right.
So reason Anime Expo was awesome, everybody.